welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Renee with Renee's Creative Casa. In today's video, I'm going to be making a beautiful deco mesh wreath that I'm going to cover with some really adorable hearts that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, stay tuned. Okay, so for this deco mesh wreath, we're going to be using the 18-inch wreath form from the Dollar Tree, as well as this red deco mesh that I picked up after Christmas clearance at Michael's, and I picked up this poly burlap as well. And these three glitter tools came from the Dollar Tree, as well as these little red and pink hearts. They are just labeled as decor. I'm assuming they're like a table scatter or something. And then I'm going to be using this little, I guess it's just like a little heart you hang, but I'm going to be cutting them apart. So I'm going to start by taking my deco mesh and just gathering it at the end, and I'm going to attach it to the middle rung of the wreath form using 1/3 a piece of pipe cleaner. I just took my entire pipe cleaner and I cut it into thirds. And when I'm putting this deco mesh on, I'm not putting it on very tight because I am going to go back. So you can see I just twisted it one time right there. I am going to go back and untwist it and attach some white, not white, but the pink poly burlap. And then I'm going to attach in some sections the three colors of the glitter tool that I have. And those colors are red, white, and pink. So for now, I am just attaching it a little bit with the twist ties. I'm just twisting it like 1 turn, 1.5 turn, and then I'm pulling out 6 to 8 inch poofs, and then I'm just going right back into that center rung and just twisting it again with the twist tie with the pipe cleaner. And then from there, you guys will see what my next steps are. Okay, so once I have my deco mesh all the way around, I'm going to start where I very first started with my first row of the deco mesh, and I'm just going to attach the end of the poly burlap on there, and then I'm going to be skipping skipping around in that some. I'm not going to be attaching it to every single one. And then I'm going to roll out some maybe like 16 to 18 inch lengths of the tulle, and I'm going to be using all 3 colors together. And then once I get that long roll pulled out, I'm going to fold it in half and cut it, and then I'm going to attach it right in the middle of that, right to a piece of the deco mesh that I have already attached to the wreath form. I'm just going to unattach that the little pipe cleaner. I don't know why I can't remember what they're called today for some reason. So I'm going to take the pipe cleaner off, and I'm going to attach this tool back to the deco mesh and the pipe cleaner, and then I'm going to attach that back to the wreath form. I don't know if how I'm describing it makes sense or not, but hopefully you guys can kind of see what my intention was here. Now, when I was putting this wreath together, I did decide that I did this all wrong. I should have started the process from the beginning, and I should have attached everything that I wanted to attach at one time, because trying to go back and make sure that I had everything exactly where I wanted it at did become a little bit of a hassle for me. So on the next time, if I make a wreath like this again, similar to this, I will not be doing it this way. I will do everything at the same time. But I thought it would be beneficial for me to be able to put in the pink poly burlap exactly where I wanted it at, and that I didn't have to go all the way around every single row of the deco mesh. So you can see here, like I'm pulling it under there, and I'm not actually attaching it right there. I'm just pulling it under there, and then you guys will be able to see at the end of the video, once I put the wreath on the wall, exactly what it looks like, and you can tell that it's not attached to every single location that the original deco mesh is. So that was my original thought, but the next time when I get ready to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and attach it, and then I'll run it around through there like I like for it to be. But I do think the wreath turned out really adorable. It is like super cute. I really am in love with it. It's a really cute Valentine's Day wreath, and it is bigger than some of the wreaths that I've made during my Valentine's decorations. You can go back and check out some of those. They are in my Love is in the Air playlist, and I will have that playlist linked above in the right hand corner. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to do that. So here I am, just continuing to roll out the tulle like I showed you guys before, and then I fold it in half, and then I cut that, and then I attach it in the middle like that. So I'm just attaching it right there, and then I'm going over that with my pipe cleaner, and then I'm going right back into the wreath form, into the center rung. I'm only using the center rung of the wreath form because when I get ready to attach my ribbon at the end, my big bow at the end, I want to make sure that I have room on the outside to do that, because I don't want it to press down on my bow to make my bow look flat. So you guys can see right there where I went under the deco mesh, like under it and around the outside of the wreath form, and then I'm coming back to the inside, and then I'm attaching it in the middle right there. So you guys can kind of see what I was going for by not attaching it all together at the beginning of my start on this project. Now that I have all the deco mesh on my wreath form, I'm going to make a bow using the buffalo check plaid that I picked up in my Christmas haul. I will link that video, as well as this red with the white hearts and a solid pink ribbon that I got for Valentine's Day, and I picked those up at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start by making the tails on this bow really, really long. They probably have about a 16-inch tail on them. And I'm going to start with the buffalo check in the back, and then I'm going to do the pink in the middle and the heart one on the top. That way I have a solid in between my colors. And this is going to be the first row of this ribbon is going to be 8 inches, and then once I get ready to do the next row, the next ribbon, the next little loop across the top, I'm just going to go in about a 1/2 inch. So you guys can see here, I'm trying to show you that it's only about a 1/2 inch difference between where the first loop is and the second loop is. So I'm going to try to go with that kind of theme throughout the whole thing. And using this technique, it helps your bow to look more full, and it actually gives it like more dimension because each loop is a little bit smaller than the loop before it. So you guys can see here that I did do 2 loops with this one, and then I'm going to start with the solid pink. I'm going to run out the tail far on that one as well, and I'm just going to start, and I'm just going to come in at about 1/2 inch on that one, and then 1/2 inch on the other side. And then once I get ready to go in with my second loop of the pink, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to repeat this process until I get all of my ribbon on here. And then once I get all of my ribbon on here, I will take the bow off and tie it really well before attaching to my wreath. Now I'm just going to dovetail my ends by cutting those down on an angle, and I'm just going to try to keep all of my tails at about the same length because I am going to be attaching this to a wreath, so you'll be able to tell if they're about the same or not. And then I'm going to give it a really good fluffing. I'm going to make sure that I pull out all of my loops and that I fluff each and every one of them really good. And I do kind of like to alternate when I'm pulling them out. I don't like to pull them out all on the same side. And then I am attaching it to the wreath. And of course, once you get it on the wreath, you want to go ahead and make sure that you fluff it some more. So here's the little sign I showed you guys in the first beginning of the video. It is 3 little hearts, but I cut them apart, and I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue them on the wreath. I'm going to put the red at the top, and I'm going to do it's kind of like a fuchsia purple color on the side, and then I'm going to put the other red on the bottom before I get ready to go in with the smaller hearts. Now I'm going to go in with this decor, the pink and the red hearts. They are very pretty. They're very sparkly and glittery, so I'm going to go in and hot glue those there. And everywhere that I hot glue a red one, I'm going to hot glue a pink one as well. So everywhere on the wreath, once it's finished, there will be 2 of each heart, a red and a pink. And I wanted to go ahead and do that because usually where there's one person that's in love, there's another one. So I wanted to go ahead and put 2 hearts there together, and I think it turned out really adorable. You guys let me know in the comments down below if you think this was a good idea or if you would have placed your hearts on here differently. Okay, so after I got all my little hearts on there where I wanted them at, I went ahead and curled the ends of my ribbon. I just wanted to bring in that really finished look and just finish this off by adding another layer of dimension to it. And you guys can see that this little wreath turned out really adorable. I love how the little hearts sparkle and shine along with that red deco mesh, and that poly burlap is a little bit more plain. It doesn't really have any sparkle to it. So I really think this came together really nicely, and I know that I have seen some people using the buffalo check ribbon in some of their red and pink projects this year, and I really do think that that really makes it pop. It really makes it look really nice, and I do love it, so I'm glad that I have been using that technique. I love this red ribbon with the white hearts on it. I think it just adds in just another layer of love in this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me put together this wreath. You guys let me know in the comments down below what is your favorite part, and if you'll be trying to recreate this yourself. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoy watching me put this wreath together, and that you go out there and try it yourself. And remember, you can always use different colors to fit your theme and your genre that you're going for. Don't be afraid to step outside of what I present to you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here, thank you for coming back. I do wish that you will consider liking this video, as well as turning on your post notifications so you get a notification every single time I upload a video, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I will link this in my Love is in the Air playlist in the description box down below, so you guys can go and check out all of the decorations that I've been doing for Valentine's Day. And I am going to be doing some different stuff for you guys, so I do hope you stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching.